Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be creating this very beautiful blue eyeshadow look, and if you guys want to see how I got to this look, please go ahead and continue watching. Okay guys, so I went ahead and did one eye off camera just so I can be a little more detailed on how I created this look. So with that being said, we can start off with our eyebrows, and for my eyebrows I'm going to be using the Anastasia brow definer in the shade dark brown. And I'm just going to use this to outline my brow. Okay, so now that I outlined my brow, I am going to go in with my Anastasia dip brown in the shade dark brown. So I'm just going to apply the most product towards the end of my eyebrow. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my eyebrow pencil and I'm going to just feather out the front of my eyebrow. Okay, so now that I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and carve it out. And for that, I'm using the Pretty Vulgar concealer. Okay, so now that I'm done with my eyebrows, I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelid. And for that, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Eye Putty Primer. Okay, so now that I applied a base layer, I'm going to go in with the brush and blend it out even further because it's not blending out as seamless as I want it to. So now I'm going to go ahead and set it, and I'm going to set it using my Laura Mercier setting powder. Okay, so now to get started with the eye look, I'm going to be using my 35V Morphe palette, and for the transition shade, I am going to be using this shade right here. And I'm just going to grab a fluffy brush and put it all over my crease, and even bringing it up a little higher. So I'm just going to apply a little bit higher than my crease and then blend it all over. Okay, so now that I have applied the transition shade, I am going to go into the blues, and I'm going to be using these two shades, and I'm going to place them with a flat brush and then go ahead and blend them out just inside my crease and the outer crease. So I'm going to go ahead and start placing it in the outer crease first and then bring it towards the inside. But now what we're going to do is we're going to grab a blending brush, and I have this Morphe one which is tapered, so any tapered brush will do. And you're just going to lightly grab it at the end of the brush and lightly blend it out right in between the transition shade and the crease shade. So once that is blended out a bit, I'm going to go ahead and keep on packing a little bit more of the blue just to give it a little more depth. Stop right at the center. Okay, now for the last step to the outer corner is I'm going to go ahead and take the deepest blue that I used, which is this blue, and add a little bit of the black to it and then add it to my outer crease. Okay, so now that it's blown out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the lightest shade that I used, the one that I mixed for the crease. I'm going to apply that to my lid just so I can have a base for when I put the shimmer on top. For my lid shade, I'm going to go ahead and apply these two shimmers. So I'm just going to use this one and this one. And I'm just going to apply it with my finger. Okay, so now even with my finger, I'm going to go ahead with the clean finger. I'm going to go ahead and tap where the matte shade and the shimmer shade meet, just to blend it out so I won't have any harsh lines. Okay, so now I'm going to apply some liquid eyeliner. And I'm not going to do a wing. I'm just going to outline it just so I can apply my lashes a little bit better. Meanwhile that dries, I'm going to go ahead and apply some glue to my lashes. And for my lashes, I'm going to be using the House of Lashes Iconic Lashes, which look like this. And for the glue, I'm going to be using the Kiss lash adhesive. Okay, so now that my lashes dried, I'm going to go ahead and apply them really quick. Okay, so now that I applied those, I'm gonna go ahead and put some black eyeliner on my upper waterline just so I could close that gap that's right there. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and apply some mascara just so I can have them blend in. And for my mascara, I'm gonna be using the Bad Gal Benefit Mascara, and I'm just gonna apply a thin coat. And then with the clean wipey, I'm going to go ahead and dust off the fallout I have on my face. Okay, so now that we can start on the face, I'm going to go ahead and use my It Cosmetics primer. This is the Anti-Aging Collagen Primer. And it just looks like this. It's in this bottle. And it just really moisturizes my skin. So I'm going to apply it all over my face, but I'm going to start in my T-zone and then bring it outward. Okay, so for my foundation, I'm going to be using the Hourglass Stick Foundation, and I'm in the shade Warm Beige, and I've tried this once before, and I really liked how it looks, so I'm just going to apply it to one side first, and then move to the next side. And to blend it out, I'm going to be using my Sonia Kashuk sponge. And I do have some acne scars, so I'm going to apply a little more right by my mouth, and then to my chin. Okay, so now I'm going to apply my concealer, and I'm just using my Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and I'm in the shade Golden Beige. So I'm just going to apply that to the highest points of my face. And while that sits, I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution foundation stick, and this is in the shade F15, and I'm going to use this to cream contour. So I'm just going to grab a brush, and then I'm going to apply the product using that brush. And I'm just going to apply it. I'm not going to worry too much about blending it out right now. Okay, so now I'm going to start blending out my concealer. with the same Sonia Kashuk sponge. And then I'm just gonna blend the concealer downwards because I do like for my concealer to be really bright. But to blend it in with my foundation, I do like to bring it down a little bit more and then just keep on blending. And then I'm gonna start blending out my contour with the butt of my sponge. Okay, and now for my nose, I'm just gonna go back and forth. I'm not gonna move my sponge too much or drag any product. Okay, so once that's all done, I'm gonna start setting, and I'm gonna be using my Laura Mercier only for my under eyes. I'm gonna go in with a brush and I'm gonna go ahead and dust off the excess powder that's on that's under my eyes. So now for the rest of my face, I'm gonna be using the Fit Me powder, and I'm just gonna apply it with a big fluffy brush, and I'm lightly gonna go ahead and put it all over my face. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and start bronzing the face. I'm gonna be using my Morphée Brontour bronzer, and this is in the shade Showmance. So I'm just gonna dip into the matte shade with the fluffy brush, and then really lightly apply it on top of the cream contour. Okay, so now with the smaller brush, just like this one, I'm gonna go ahead and apply some of that bronzer to my nose, just to give it a little more color. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and bake just for a little bit, and I'm only gonna bake my cheeks. I'm just gonna let that sit for just a couple seconds. Okay, so meanwhile I let that bake for a bit, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna apply some blush. For my blush, I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. Modern Metals palette, and I'm gonna be using the deepest shade and apply it right on my apples, and then move it towards the back. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and dust off the powder. So now I'm gonna apply some highlight, and I'm gonna be using my MAC highlighter. This is in the shade Whisper of Guilt. And then I'm gonna apply some at the tip of my nose. Okay, now I can get started on the under eye area, and I'm just gonna go in and mix both shades that I used for my crease of the blue. I'm gonna grab a smaller brush just like this one and apply it to the bottom lash area. So I'm gonna go into this brush And then I'm gonna use these two shades, so a little bit of the black, almost nothing, and then the deep blue shade. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and use the same fluffy brush and blend it all out. Okay, so now for the final steps of the eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use this brush and apply some inner corner highlight. And for the inner corner highlight, I am gonna be using the lightest shade. So I'm just gonna apply some to the inner corner. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set my eyebrows. Now we can move on to the lips. And for the lips, I'm gonna be using the Morphe Bite Me lip liner. And I'm just gonna outline my lips. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out with my finger. So once that's blended out, I'm gonna go ahead and apply my lipstick. And this is a MAC lipstick in the shade Nicki's Nude. So this is a very light color, which is why I added some more lip liner to the corners of my mouth. And I'm just gonna apply this to the center of my lips. Okay, so now for the final step is I'm gonna go ahead and set my face, and I'm gonna be using the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. Okay guys, I'm back. I went ahead and curled my hair, and this is the final look. I loved how it turned out, and if you guys liked the video, go ahead and like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye.